It's kind of a bummer you guys have gotten so much shit done as opposed to having tons of shit still hanging off. But yeah, there's always more plots in the area voted. Go prepare this slogan.
The area that Chris and I have no interest in.
That one, exactly. There's always, I mean, I'm sure you find something to do here too, but you pretty much are tying up everything right now. I will make more ye oldie westy plots and shit at some point for this, but yes. Oh yeah, you guys love going to the cyberpunk area so much. So much.
Yes.
Hey, you made good money last time you were there.
True.
Because I don't think you've yet set up a PC base of operations there. I mean, sure, it would probably be bombed within the day, but you can figure out a cool way to get something set up. Because right now you've got one for red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
You got one for here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've got a lot of different bedrooms and stuff. Because they've discovered that they need 3 extra bedrooms at any given time for some reason.
That's right.
But plus yours, you have a special it's just yours bedroom.
Yes.
Give me a listen roll while you're sitting around the embassy.
Listen. I'm assuming when we're walking through the town to the embassy from that, everything pretty much looked rebuilt.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some lower priority stuff being worked on, but these are industrious folks.
By 70.
Well, Mrs. Pep, it is your doctor. I can tell you that I believe your pussy is haunted and you should have more opium. Oh, thank you, doctor. That will help my problem? Yes, it will. Thank you. And eventually a badger dressed as a Old West doctor comes out and he's like, how are you feeling, Mr. Ambassador?
I'm feeling fine. And yourself?
I'm fine. If you begin to feel at all bad, have some of this. He puts a bottle of opium on the table.
Yeah, thank you. Some laudanum or?
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. Opium mixed with cocaine is what you need then.
Yes.
Somebody else is like, hello, Dr. Opium, he says as he leaves. To be an Old West doctor, not really that much to it, you're thinking.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, they'd actually give like opium or something horrible like that to kids to help them sleep, or babies with colic or something. It's like, does your baby have colic? Get them heroin, have it instead.
At least I haven't gone on to radon treatment yet.
Radon. I don't know what radon is.
Basically, it's what they used in the early 20s, I think, and they believed it promoted health. Radon is radioactive.
That way you can leave Madame Curie type radioactive diaries and papers around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What a great diary. If you read this, you actually get really sick and maybe die. Because she can glow in the dark. Laudanum! That will cure her.
I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen ads. I think it's radon that they had they had ads for it. Like was it radon? I think you get radon pills or something like that.
R-A-D-O-N or R-A-Y-D-O-N?
R-O-D-O-N.
Don't see anything about that, just a lot of...
Yeah.
Radioactive cosmetics. There we go.
Yeah.
Radium. Radium became involved. Blah, blah, blah.
Radium is, yeah. I thought radon was also.
Yes, it makes you more beautiful if you use radioactive shit. Radium-based products and radioactivity during the 20s and 30s because, hey, and they put in condoms. That's super. I gotta poke you with my radioactive penis, miss. Oh, I think you'll enjoy it. Oh, no. Super.
Yes. Oh, yes, there's the radion and radium tablets. And Chris vanishes.
I don't know what he's doing to his camera or whatever. He may be going crazy.
What?
You turned off your camera for some reason. We can no longer see you. It just says Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. I'll be right back.
I don't believe you. Coffee is a private affair for him. And by that, I mean he teabags his coffee. It's not good.
I thought it was more of an enema type thing.
Ooh. Yeah. Hey, that would be pretty messed up watching somebody getting an enema while they're trying to game.
Oh, you can get, I think you can get coffee suppositories and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know when the coffee-filled enema became a in thing, but I do recall it being an in thing.
Yeah.
Would you ever get one?
No. I mean, I don't drink coffee as such anyway.
I don't think drinking it is required. Not in this case.
I mean, coffee gives me an upset stomach.
It will come nowhere close to your stomach.
No, it will not. True.
Oh, yeah. The Brits are now actually drinking more coffee than they are tea by a good stretch.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
By the way, if you think of any good titles for this session, please let me know. You guys haven't really done anything yet. You pretty much briefed each other for a couple hours, which is fine. That tells me that the campaign is detailed enough that it is a couple-hour briefing. And then you just tortured, then fired your staff.
Yes.
And bought a property, puttered around a bit, and that's about it. That's been your day so far by choice. I like giving people the choice, but yeah, there's not a lot that you need to do right now. So you're pretty much, I'm giving you guys time to tie up any loose ends and stuff, because if season 3 starts the same way as season 2, you'll be in a brave new world, possibly without barbers. Ooh.
Yes, well, it'll be interesting to see what we do tomorrow night as well.
I'm guessing spend 5-10 minutes briefing Yana and then go do something.
I don't think we need to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't. Well, it'd be like, all right, we're all together again. Yes, then we're all agreed. Let's go. And that's the briefing. Yana does not require long, detailed note-taking.
No, not at all.
So, yeah. Although she gives amazing briefings. You will be amazed to get her briefing.
I've been at the receiving end of that with, so what about this? Oh, yeah, I think we did something about that.
That is the best ever.
Yes.
Well, maybe you can, if she's with you and you bring over her girlfriend or wherever, that's on the table, I'm guessing.
I suspect so.
Although, since you don't have the brown people with you,
no.
unless somebody becomes brown, then you're going to have to do it the hard way. Because the easy way, the clever, cool way, will not be on the table, which is sad and depressing for her.
That's all right. I'll let her rage at Alex about it.
Well, the project did get completed, so
yeah,
the off and on switch.
Yes.
Apparently, Chris dry humped his camera to death because now it's all messed up. Hooray! Chris. All right, Chris. All you know is that you heard something about somebody's vagina being haunted, them being given laudanum, and some sort of animal dressed as a doctor leaving, and a bottle of laudanum appearing on the table in front of Joshua as well. So perhaps Joshua's pussy is haunted. You're not sure.
Oh.
He's looking at you very oddly. Chris, the light coming in from under the shade behind you is really bright, and it's messing with you because your head's not big enough. Pete, you have a nice kind of neutral area behind you. Well done.
Well, it is night here.
Of course it is. By the way, if you find anybody else as insane as you are or in a different time zone that's better for the gaming and shit, please recruit them, Pete. Because I don't know if Chris knows anybody else that would be any good at this gaming.
All my friends that I regularly game with have kids, so doing this sort of thing is not really on the table for them.
Okay. So, right, you're all together again. The kids are preparing food for the doctor for him to eat.
Yeah.
The bird's in his covered cage, occasionally crying or cursing.
All right. So, did we want to check to see if the cellar/basement has a couple of doors out of it leading into sewers?
Veeks is talking to the bird, going, "Hey, we can play crocodile." And you're, "I don't want to play crocodile. Besides, you don't like being in your mouth." It never gets old around these guys, you think? Doc Fulton just shakes his head.
So, can we cut to the sewers, or we're going to eat this gross food first, or what's going on?
If I was you, I'd go to the sewers immediately, but that's up to you.
Well, since we believe the embassy is in the same location as the apartment building, we shall see if there is a cellar/basement that has exits equivalent to the apartment building.
You get to find yet another ripple in time as you go down there and discover that the basement even looks a little bit like the other one. You find the two doors. They have padlocks on them. The hinges are not on your fucking side. You think, how can we get through padlocks? It is impossible.
I'll ask Jim if he's got the keys to the padlocks.
Jim makes his roll for it. He says, "Well, I'm afraid that they have been lost for years, sir. Nobody knows what's in those particular small storage rooms, but apparently they've been lost for years."
Do we know anybody that has lockpicks?
Or we just use a pair of bolt cutters. and replace the locks with locks that we buy.
Well, I wouldn't mind lockpicks anyway.
Yeah, lockpick sounds good. Yeah. Oh, damn it! That was something I was going to do in modern Los Angeles. I was going to buy a set of lockpicks and half a dozen padlocks and practice on them every day. I completely forgot about it.
Jim
So we can try
sent
here.
somebody out to get the locksmith to come and sell you some lockpicks. Let's see how that goes. The locksmith, do you have shit for sale? Says the locksmith. But he is happy to remove those troublesome locks.
Can I
Only
find
he can
tools
get
and put
through
together
them.
my own lockpick kit?
Give me a jury rig roll as you begin scavenging around. The locksmith managed to get off one of the two locks. That's it. Apparently, it's impossible in this time to make lockpick kits. Doc Fulton tried out of wood. They're just not strong enough. If only you had access to a more modern place with modern things.
How would we ever
locks.
get there and get lockpicks? I don't know.
Do you want me to just say cut to an hour later,
Yes.
the kids track? All right. Chris, give me a sneaking roll. The Elvish kids are looking for you with food.
-60.
You are a ninja, however, and they cannot find you with food. McKay eventually comes back. Right. Chris is wearing a suit that perfectly matches the background. And he goes, ha, and moves when you come in. You're like, God damn.
Oh, I thought he was a chair.
Mm-hmm. And no problem. You have, let's see, now, in order to have bought lockpicks, you could either give me an amazingly good luck roll or at full a streetwise roll. Because you're not supposed to be able to buy lockpicks. If you get them through the internet, it takes time, but it's easier.
I'll do my streetwise. And
well, no, you didn't go. You were hiding from Elvish Kid. It's all to McKay to fucking pull it off. Remember, you were dressed as a chair.
Luck roll.
You're not going to go for streetwise at full? You're going to go for a hard luck roll instead?
So by a hard luck roll, you mean at -30 or half? That's still higher than my streetwise.
You suck at streetwise. All right, fine. Give me that luck roll at half for -30.
Let's just roll normal and then see.
Come on, give me 100. I want you to be back there with 2 zucchinis.
55. It'll be 36. So miss half. Actually, it is at -30 though.
Cool. Right. Roll a d6 for number of lockpick kits you could buy at a cost of $200 each, and then buy as many as you want.
4.
Great. You want to buy 4 $200 each? They're nice lockpick sets. Great. Mark off one of them. Leave off. I'm sure we'll want one. What you do with the other 3 is up to you. You could eventually begin. And then two make a note in the Australian embassy cash.
Yep.
Great.
2 spare.
No problem. The locksmith is long gone. So who wants to pick the one remaining lock?
If you want to
try?
Okay. I'm going to say if you want to take a shot at it. Look. Mechanical. Excuse me. Nope. Here you go. Go for it.
Okay, great. The butler is here. He's got 2 new locks that he sets in the room and gives McKay a copy of the keys. He has our keys. These are big fucked up locks. If you'd missed your lock picking roll by like a more shallow margin, then I'd get, asking by how much. But it's old Westy style locks, so not terribly difficult. It's not like a fucking 7-pin master lock or some shit. So you guys have both locks undone. It's back in the sewers again. Right, one of them goes to a slope up and then dead ends. Because only in the cyberpunk world does it go interesting places that have interesting shit to lure you back to the cyberpunk world. Chris doesn't look like he's getting ready to get lured. The other one The other one, oddly, when you go in, there is an extension cord laying along the slope down, which seems
An
to
extension
magically
cord.
end before it gets to the old west door thing. Like it goes nowhere. It just kind of ends.
Ends as in someone's cut it, or
Possibly.
as in you can pick it up and that's the end of the extension cord?
Yes, but it feels odd. Like it continues on, but not here. Give me a sandy roll, Pete. It's a bit troubling as you are getting evidence of different dimensions and shit coming together and colliding and it burst in your mind.
Yep.
Oh, you're fine. So anyway, the
Weird.
the extension cord then continues down the slope toward the maze. However, with the extension cord there, if you wanted to follow the extension cord, you would not need to roll for the maze. You just follow the extension cord.
It's a really long extension cord.
It is a fucking freakishly long extension cord. In fact, it may be several extension cords that are plugged together and then with fucking duct tape and shit like that. But it's a lot of really long extension cords. Would you like to see where it goes, or go to the maze and go somewhere else?
No, I'm curious. Well, unless you've wish to go elsewhere, Doc, I'm curious to see where this extension cord goes.
I'm not sure. Let's follow that.
Yes.
You guys go through the maze, and eventually you come to a strange city. The extension cord ends in a television where you see what looks suspiciously like a large fountain watching TV. You can kind of see a man-shaped thing doing this, watching Days of Our Lives. And it appears to be a cheesy soap opera. It attempts a notice humans entering lair roll. Not even a little. It appears that it's entirely focused on Days of Our Lives. And it's like, oh no, as it shows like some kid laying in bed going, Doc, am I going to be okay for the big game? And the doctor's like, well, you did have a rather serious accident, Billy. Oh, Doc, but I really want to play. Billy, you have to have legs and a bottom half in order to play. And you're missing everything past your nipples. Oh, Doc, that's not good. Well, I guess you could be shortstop. Are you fucking kidding me, Doc? And so on.
So the person that's watching it so is it like a statue that's part of the waterfall, or is it just someone lounging in the waterfall?
It appears to be
fountain,
a person made of water.
Oh, a person made of water.
In the fountain, leaning on one watery arm. You can kind of see through them a bit and watching the television.
Does this place have all the various lanterns and stuff that the modern St. Angeles had?
Yes.
And the ghost city?
Yes, exactly. Everything is the same, including the fountain, but somebody apparently moved a television in here. And it's a nice TV. It's on its own little stand. And you notice that there's a remote control that appears to have been waterproofed and then placed in like plastic bags and stuff to make sure no water gets in. Real close to this water creature that's watching telly.
Is it a modern TV? As in like a flat screen LED?
Yep.
High-end type thing?
Yep. And it looks as though if you wanted to run up and slap the back of this water creature's head, it may not notice until you do, because all of its attention is on the television. Right now, the doctor is playing with Billy's nipples. He appears to be missing everything south of his nipples. Stop it, Doc. Stop it. Come on, Billy. That's not right, you think. What are you going to do? Run away, Billy? No, Billy. It must be the cyberpunk time period for television because it's pretty nasty, you're thinking.
Hello there.
The creature does not notice you as you are not part of the television. With its fucking earlier fumble, it may not notice you until you are part of the television. The creature is as attentive as a teenage girl who has a new text message.
I will. Do we wait for it? What do you think? We wait for an ad break, Doc?
Right. Eventually, an ad break comes and the creature makes a new roll. It goes, holy shit, and disappears into the fountain.
Hello.
I am the great city, it says.
Okay.
Let's make this fast. We've only got a few minutes. Dr. Fulton.
So you're the spirit of the city, are you?
You did hear that angelic chorus singing what I just did there. I am Brown, it says.
Oh, well, do you recall me, Brown?
Yeah. Humans all kind of. You're not Doc Fulton, so I'm not sure who you are. Were you one of my servants?
We talked about Blue.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah, doesn't he,
yes.
Wait, I think I've got something for you, actually. Hold on a minute. He gets a soggy piece of paper out. The ink is mostly run, but with a simple spot hidden roll at full, you may be able to read it.
Yes.
It says, McKay, see you soon. And it is signed. Oh, where did he go? Please hold. It is signed. Please hold. Considering I've got shit to help me organize shit, my organization shit is not fucking great. James Morton.
Oh.
Give me a Sandy roll, please.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good.
Where's my cursor disappear? Oh, there it is. Ooh, just make it.
You say.
Okay. Where did you get this from, Brown?
A human brought it.
You can't recall which one?
They kind of, look the same to me.
So it wasn't somebody who was associated with you?
No. No. I don't have many of those yet. Do you know anybody else who'd like to become associated with me?
Possibly.
Fucking Yellow's getting all the goddamn you mutter.
Well, doesn't Yellow just jump?
Blue makes its know about Yellow roll. Kind of, he says. Yellow tries to get hunted. Whoever's got Yellow advertises, but to wizards. In fact, if you ever go to a place that has a Yellow guy in it and stuff, if you're a big wizard, then once you get close enough, you'll know kind of where they are and stuff. Yeah, because Yellow wants to be held by whoever's the most dangerous wizard, is what I've heard. Somebody told me that. I'm not sure who.
What's with the weird voices?
What are you talking about?
the ones that were saying Doc Fulton and a few other things
Oh,
just before.
commercials are over. It forms some eyes on the head, and it's peering out over the thing. It's like, you can't see this, right? And it's watching TV again. Somebody has fucked up Brown. It's all used up inside now. You're not sure who did that, but it's not good.
You have any idea about the voices, Doc?
I have no idea. Wow. That's my acting role, Logan.
Wow. Aunt One. He appears mystified.
Okay.
You feel mystified just looking at how mystified he is.
Very nice roll.
It's a way to use your Aunt Ones there, by God. Right. Do you want to wait for the next commercial break to talk to Brown some more?
So
as you attempt to talk to the ancient fucking magical entity, but it's busy watching a cheesy soap opera. Right now, there's a nurse with improbably large breasts going, "Oh, doctor, what do you do?" And the doctor's like, "Yes." He's the most perverted doctor ever.
So do we want to see if this is the same as modern San Angeles, or are we actually in the equivalent of the modern San Angeles now? This part.
Shh, says Brown AI. But doctor, my twin sister will be in town soon. What will I do? And the doctor's like, hey. Eventually, we now, after these commercials, we'll be back to Perverted Doctor. Brown AI disappears beneath the surface of the water again and goes, yes. I don't know, Dr. Fulton. As he's saying that, what you're talking about, he's saying.
Okay, so you didn't hear that.
Hear what?
Whatever said Dr. Fulton.
Oh, Dr. Fulton. Nope.
Okay.
So, how can I help you?
I lean over.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him the TV.
Okay. So, this is the sewers underneath modern San Angeles, or?
No, the sewers are the sewers, it says, except for there are some areas that are only accessible from certain places unless my servant is with you. Would you like to be my servant? Oh, wait, you're the fucking Indigo also. Damn it.
Yep.
Dr. Fulton. We haven't much more time before the commercials are over. So anything else I can help you with?
I'm assuming that dragon's still closed.
Yes. Nobody has solved the riddle yet.
Wait,
you've actually got.
Yes.
There's a riddle for it now.
But I don't know what it is. You have to find the riddle, then solve the riddle.
But you know there's a riddle.
I suspect there's a riddle. That's been lost.
Let's go over by the Dragon Head. He's going to be watching TV soon.
All right.
That's probably a good idea, he says, and goes back to watching TV.
We go over by the Dragon Head.
It's still there. Nothing's changed. No riddles written on it.
Is there a riddle on the wall, maybe, or runes or
No,
something?
no.
I checked the walls. No.
I suspect it's a this is not appearing until next season.
Well, that too. But there is a riddle sold separately that you have to find, then solve.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, pretty much stick to the areas you've already been, because if I was a fucking computer beast, then I could probably whip up all kinds of new areas. But as it is, you're kind of stuck with what I've worked on. I mean, if you wanted to
Right.
go become a milkman in Burlington and run over people, we could do that for a bit, but I'm not sure it would really help you accomplish your goals. But
I
fear
don't
not, I'm
think so.
laying down seeds for more stuff.
Well, if so, there's any. Do we want to explore? So we want to explore the sewers for a bit, or do we want to do the tarot cards first, or what's up?
We could see if we can find more about the tarot cards. Did you ever ask?
We leave the area so we don't have to hear the damn.
I was going to say,
chanting.
do we want to ask Brown about the tarot cards just on the off chance?
Sure. Wait till a commercial break and then ask him about it.
So you sit there and listen to many, many more various singings of the name. And eventually it goes, I'm
Any
ever
idea
so
what these
happy it
tarot
says.
cards are about?
No. Wait. It attempts to make its special roll. It says, and no, but what do you think is going to happen to Billy?
I think he's going to get a lower body transplant.
Woo! I just thought he'd get molested, but you're probably right.
Excuse
Great. It appears. Anything else? It says.
Would you be able to move? Would you be able to have someone move across to other sewers if they weren't affiliated with you?
Oh gosh, no!
If they helped you in some way.
The amount of help that would be needed. I mean, the last person who was able to go to different sewers, Dr. Fulton, did so because they changed my life for the better. Ooh, yeah, I need to buy some of that when
So, like introducing a TV to you.
Maybe. I'm not going to say who gave me Dr. Fulton this TV. I will take that secret with me to my watery demise. Dr. Fulton, okay. Dr. Fulton, Dr. Fulton.
Actually, I've yet to cash in on that one, so yeah.
Well, now is as good a time as any. Where do you want to go?
No, we're good for now. I'll let you know.
Damn it.
Now, I could cut the cord.
What?
Nothing.
Well, is there anything you need at the moment, Brown?
No, I'm fine. I'm just it's starting to lose interest in you guys and refocus on.
You didn't want the season 1 to 10 of Days of Our Lives on DVD that you could watch?
It has no idea what any of that means. It says.
Didn't want to watch the original episodes of this show without the ads?
Without the ads, how will I know what to buy if there's no ads?
You can watch the ads afterwards. It means you can watch it all uninterrupted.
The fountain seems totally silent for a long time.
No, it has cable, and there's on demand.
Yes.
Oh, it's got on demand, does it? All right, that's fine then.
I demand so much from this thing, and it always delivers. Truly, my fountain overflows.
If it's got on demand, then you're going to have box sets and stuff like that on it, so you'll be fine then.
Its fountain is literally overflowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you guys stand there looking at this poor creature, which used to be a rational thing until it had its mind sucked out by the evil Dr. Fulton. And plus, hearing his name sung every few seconds or minutes or whatever is just. The troubling thing is, you don't know if it happens when he's not here or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking if you ever lost your position in the other thing, if you never collected your favor, you might be able to enter this one and get rapid promotion up one level to be back where you are now with new powers and such. And possibly a homicidal indigo after you. You're not really sure on that part.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure once you betray, that's open fucking season.
You think?
Yeah.
Yet another reason not to go back to cyber land.
So much fun there. I mean, you guys carry part of indigo with you everywhere in the creepiest possible way.
Yep.
Baggage.
All right. So, yep, not really worth going into the other bits of this bit as we've explored it all already. And it has not changed by the looks of it.
Yeah, definitely check in season 3, though. I definitely recommend at some point in season 3.
Good to know that we can get down here from other places if a particular avenue is blocked.
Do you guys go from this place to a different place?
Yes.
Done. Where to? Chris is
me.
thinking hard, trying to figure out his notes, I think. Or Doc Fulton's become overwhelmed with hearing his name sung that many times.
No, we need to go and do research on the tarot cards before we get too sidetracked.
No problem. You go back to the furry kingdom of doom, and where would you like to go there? Do research.
Well, isn't there a library here?
You ask some guy, he says, "Oh, yes, sir. They're building it now."
Yeah, that's right. This place is very backwards when it comes to printed materials. Somebody
will have a whole stack of newspaper in there eventually.
Somebody owning more than 3 books is considered amazing.
More than 3 books? Don't be crazy, he says. I don't think there are that many.
When we were, I remember we were looking into this when we first came here and discovered that,
The giraffe-headed guy says, "Well, good day." He tips his bowler hat to you and continues on his way.
Being tarot cards, we could see if there's a fortune teller or somebody like that in, what's it, Stinktown or Shittown or whatever it's called?
Shittown. Yeah, or Shitburg, Stinkburg, whatever. Yeah, the shitty town. You guys head over there, wander around. Give me who wants to do the primary research and who'd like to support them. Not that either of you have research.
I'll support your research.
Sure.
I support.
Ooh, Pete, you needed that.
Yep.
You've talked to a bunch of people. Eventually, you get you get directions into like a old fortune teller place. They say she's got elf blood in her.
Fair enough. The other place we could go is the boneyard as well and talk to the goblins.
That's I think the best place to go check. Honestly, they seem to have all the information.
Yeah, I was just thinking being tarot cards, maybe fortune teller or something might know something about them. As opposed to the gobbies, but
The gobbies.
yes, the gobbies.
Ooh. So, you guys head over to the boneyard then, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you walk in and you see the goblin whose name you may or may not remember, but
Fragaslab.
what?
Fragaslab.
Well, we'll see if calling him that gets you thrown out of the bar or not. So, right, you guys approach him. He looks at you warily with his slitted eyes. He looks unpleasant and full of hate. He says.
Good day, sir. How are you?
He has this annoying habit that you know of, and he basically won't talk to anybody who can't pronounce his name correctly because people always seem to get it wrong. So he just grunts and stares at you guys menacingly, like he'd like to bite you. He has a lot of teeth for biting.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like the Harry Potter Gringotts Bank looking employees. One of his various furry bartender ladies comes up and goes, "Can I get you guys something to drink?"
Sure.
You shouldn't bother the boss unless you're going to call him by name. Come on, I'll get you a nice table.
What's his name?
She looks at him and he goes, she says, for his friends. She seats you guys at a table so you can stare at the goblin who's looking around with malice and hate. There are, looks like they've replaced a couple of the golems that fell during the big nasty battle. And since it's the Australian ambassador and his aide de camp, the lady tells you that, of course, your drink is free.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe just the first one. Not sure. He's not too happy today. She glances over at her boss. You guys sit there and drink your drinks because you can't remember this guy's correct pronunciation of his name. Time passes.
We will
Would you like to
on
get
other
drunk?
people chatting, and I'm assuming there's no elves about.
There's a couple, but they are not looking nearly so arrogant as before. They're pretty much drinking the wine and chatting with some of the seedier looking furries.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
I'm imagining somebody dry humping Chris's door while he's trying to concentrate. It's not a good thing.
Is there any
you can give me a luck roll -60 for something there, Pete. You may make it, or a quarter, whichever's better for you.
All right. I was just curious if there's any of the Central American guys in here.
Not in here.
Damn. Yeah, that's at a quarter, I think. 35. Yeah, that's quarter.
You only hear the name once. I'm going to give it to you because the guy said it really quick and his voice was not distinct. And there's all kinds of normal chit chat and bar noise. Frag, slub.
Slob.
Slub.
Slub.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because I just remembered about the glowing ones. I wanted to check them out, and especially their eyes.
You haven't seen any of those guys since the war.
Yeah, which is interesting because they weren't the bad guys per se. Well, Well, they weren't the ones attacking. They weren't. It was the elves that were invading, attacking. It wasn't
Yeah.
the glowing ones.
Yeah. Off to one side, you see the recreation of the Cheers scene where the guy comes in and it's the "Everybody Knows Your Name" song type scene, but it's the opposite because nobody cares, nobody likes you. They're drinking gloom beer, etc. You do notice the goblin, whose name is freakishly hard to pronounce, is currently he's like talking to somebody else who has a case of something marked Slurm. And the guy's like, "Why would I want to sell this? It's you said it's not beer." And the guy's like, "It's very addictive." He goes, "How much?" So
Yes.
guy in a red jacket, blue pants, spiky hair. Anyway. He sells it, gets some money, goes, "All right," and he leaves with his money.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You see Doc Fulton pick his head up off of the table. He looks at you. Whatever the fuck he was drinking, he got his money's worth, you think.
All right, so let's go talk to Frag Slub.
Okay.
After drinking your drink, you guys head over. He pushes he covers up the case of Slurm with a cloth and glares at you guys. He says,
"Good afternoon, Frag Slub.
Ambassador.
Just wondering,
who's the other meat sack?"
This is Dr. Fulton.
Oh, I think I met him before, didn't I?
Yes.
Sorry,
but we've both been here previously, and he arrived with me when we first ventured into this fine town.
Humans, he says dismissively.
Yep.
He says, "I just got something new in. Would you like to try it?"
What, slime?
Yes.
It's made from slug slime. Very
nice.
addictive.
Oh, I am. It's sounding better all the time.
Really good for invaders. The invaders.
All right. So you want to try it?
No, thank you.
How about you, Doc?
I'm not much of a drinker.
All right.
What
do you need? I thought I already taught you rock.
No, you might be mistaking us for some other people. Some
All
other
right.
Australians.
Oh. So you're here to curry my favor so that I'll teach you earth magic then, eh?
Mayhaps.
Well, what have you got? I have been brought wonderful things, done many wonderful favors for, and paid lots of money. What do you got?
Well, we weren't here specifically for that, but you mentioned it, so...
Everybody comes here for that.
We came here for information. We want information.
Oh, he says, "Take a card." He goes, "Oh." All right.
These tarot cards. I've got to play immediately. Discard all your cards immediately. No trading. Draw one card in compensation.
Frag Slob looks delighted. "Yeah," he says. He only smiles when something bad happens.
Yes.
Oh, this guy here. Hold on a second. He sells some guy one of the slurms. "On the house," he says. "Yeah."
Dreamlands. Discard. Draw.
Never liked that guy. Yeah.
Play immediately. Sole survivor. Everyone but you discards all their cards immediately. No trading. Far out.
Oh, that sucks.
You see what happens when you talk to the goblins.
Yeah. Oh, the old reverse dice card. Nice.
Ooh.
Well, I also had a replenish plus 20 to writing skill.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the big.
Yeah. Yes. The tarot cards.
Get him! Get him! Right. A couple of the golems grabbed the guy who was like, "Give me more of that stuff!" And they now throw him out. Yeah, I got use for this shit. He pats the case. They
Seems
toss
like
him
it's
out.
fairly addictive, so I'm sure you'll be making lots of money off of that.
He says, "I like it." Well, so he takes the tarot cards. He looks at them. He says, "Ah, I don't know what these are, but I have heard something about you have to get a complete deck somehow. Once you have a complete deck, then something. Yeah. I should have demanded money first. So extra for the spells. Yes, I like it. Yes, 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 yes. We'll see about that, mister. Would you like a slurm?
No, thank you.
I meant him. Doctor.
You already offered him some.
Doctor.
Yes.
Doctor. Have a slurm on the house.
Thank you.
You hear somebody pounding on the wall. Just one more. So good. And salty. So, wow. So you want to learn the earth magic then?
Please.
What do you have to offer and trade for this valuable information, which takes a long time to learn because everybody is too dumb to learn it?
Do you... Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to say, were you interested in learning other magic?
Goblins don't do other magic. Most creatures are affiliated with one element.
Okay, so you can't learn magic that's non-elemental?
I choose not to.
But think how much more you'd be able to get to teach other people that magic. And how unique you would be as a goblin.
Give me an empathy rolls at -10 because he's small and full of hate, and that seems to be his default.
I suspect he cannot, but 98. That's a fumble.
You think he may be coming on to you. You feel uncomfortable.
Yes, I feel my cheeks pucker.
Well, the priestesses may have something to say about that.
Yes.
So, yeah. He scowls at you. Doc, you're thinking... Yeah, you're thinking that he's frustrated. Deeply frustrated, which dovetails nicely into what McKay is thinking, actually. Awkward. So, yeah, having a fucking midget-sized goblin coming onto you and feeling frustrated they can't get anywhere is just awkward. So,
what kind of things do you value?
Valuable things. Money, gold, jewels, loot,
right. So that kind of thing.
knowledge, vast tracts of land, a whole silo full of swamp. What have you got?
Hedges.
Trade you for the embassy.
Shrubberies.
What kind of shrubbery?
Don't know yet.
It waits patiently. Go find something to offer me, then come back, and we'll see if you're smart enough to learn it. You're not gonna get it ever.
Don't you have money on you?
I have plenty of money. I own a whole bar.
Not you.
Oh,
Yes, I have money, but I'm not sure
yeah. I like
how
money.
much.
Money is great. How much do you offer for you and him? Or he and you? Or both of you, for that matter? Or all three? Package deal. Well, don't waste my time by standing there just looking at me. He's wasting my time by standing there looking at me, tells to Fulton. He's not saying anything still.
I was looking through my notes trying to see how much money of this realm I had.
Fulton, poke his eye real quick, would you, for me? Go on.
So, all right, considering how much stuff is worth, $200.